for another day?
I'm going to vote yes.
All right. I'm swayed. Okay, all right.
So Tremor's one of the most interesting cameos in the game, and I can't wait to see our players use him because he has more moves than any of the original roster cameos.
Okay.
Let's see how it works.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So we all know Tremor debuted in Mortal Kombat Special Forces, but he really made his big playable debut in MKX.
Correct.
Where he had 3 variations.
Yes.
And that's something our design team wanted to bring back. You can actually go Aftershock, Metallic, and Crystalline, and he has a different set of moves in each stance. So I'll show how it works. He starts with Aftershock. You can even see in his life bar, and he's like the brown, rocky, kind of traditional looking clobbering time Tremor.
Right.
So he has 3 moves when he's in Aftershock. He has his Rock Punch. It's exactly what you'd expect. He just kind
Lunge
of
and
comes
punch.
in,
Yep.
it's safe on block, it knocks you away. You can use it to end your strings. He also has Up Punch, which is a pop-up starter.
Which I'm pretty sure he also had in MKX. Yes.
And then lastly, he has his Ground Pound, where he comes in, he does a low, and then pieces out. So if you have a really good overhead, for example, maybe you have a mid-screen overhead that's almost instant. You can also have a mid-screen low that's almost instant.
That's so good.
Which is pretty awesome.
And that's just a knockdown.
Exactly,
yeah.
right.
And so you would say Aftershock, he's sort of the attacker.
Yeah,
The
I would say
offensive one?
it's
Yeah.
offensive, it's pretty basic, it's the most kind of standard Tremor.
Right.
Kind of the one, like base, which is why it's the default one.
Right.
So then, at any time, you hit R1, and he'll come out, and he'll cycle to the next one, which is Metallic. Now he has an entirely new set of moves, and they're all lava-based. He has his Lava Burst, which is like your mid-range, safe, kind of, there's no reason not to use it.
Right.
He has an anti-air Lava Burst, and then this is really, really cool. He has his Bowling Ball, which is a low, and if you hold it, it becomes an overhead.
Okay.
So he's got kind of mid-range attacks, plus a 50-50 from full screen that you can mix up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Again, straight out of MKX. It's so cool.
Right, and so then that gives you also zoning abilities or a projectile if you have a character that is lacking that.
Exactly.
Which is awesome.
Or if you have really good projectiles and you want to double down.
Double down.
Mix-ups, you can go that way.
Right.
And maybe you have like really great anti-air, and this can be a low that is going to make them want to jump. You know, you could put out Li Mei's Lantern and then be doing this. It's just all kind. I think the creative freedom in the cameo system is the coolest part of the game, right?
Can't agree more.
Yep.
And then lastly, one more stance.
Okay.
Crystalline.
People have been looking forward to this.
Yeah, Ed kind of teased it, and I think a lot of people guessed some of the stuff he could do.
Yeah, totally.
So in Crystalline, he has 2 attacks. He has Crystalline Burst, which will reflect projectiles, and then the big one. And a lot of people were like, "There's no way they're going to do that." We did. Crystalline Armor. So once he has Crystalline Armor, it's doomsday for the opponent. Oops, I was too slow. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. So he's going to summon the armor. And he will just absorb attacks like an absolute badass.
Beast.
Right.
And so the way this works, the cycling, is once you do the summon, like I said, it'll go through. And it goes in a particular order. And if you hold down in R1, it goes the opposite order. So you could go
Gotcha.
from Crystalline to Aftershock instead of and skip Metallic in between, if that makes sense. It's like
Yeah.
the cycling.
Yeah.
So there is definitely a skill cap
Yes.
on like people who can go back and forth and know what
Exactly.
you're doing. So like yes, they have a lot of moves, but yes, you have to be cycling.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You have to manage
always
that.
Are gonna, right. You're going to have to manage the order that you're in because you cannot go straight from Aftershock to... Or sorry, you can't go from Metallic to Aftershock unless you go down, like you cycle back, if that makes sense. I just confused myself. But it'll make sense because there's only 3.
Right.
So
Right.
it's rather you want to go which order. And then there's a really, really, really cool twist, I think, really sets him apart. When you call him out, it's an ambush move, and you can transition into any of these attacks. So let me show you. Right now I'm in Crystalline. If I go to Aftershock and then immediately enter a back in R1, he will immediately, while still on screen, go into the ground pound. Like so.
Oh. Interesting.
Or next in the cycle is Metallic. So let's say I wanted to do the bowling ball. I can do it that way. Or Crystalline. I can do instant Crystalline Armor.
Interesting. Very cool.
So that means all of his moves can also be ambush moves if you commit to bringing him out, swapping, and then immediately doing the move. Now that's going to be somewhat risky. They can get you out of it. You're going to have to be where you are in the cycle and all that. So there's a lot of risk and a lot of thought that's going to go into it, but it's extremely powerful if you master the cycle. And I think it's one of the cooler mechanics in the game for cameos.
Excellent.
Very cool.
So that's that, huh?
I think we have one more thing to show.
Oh.
Okay.
His Fatal Blow. And the Fatal Blow attack that he goes into is pretty neat because, again, it uses his speed.
Mm-hmm.
You can see here.
Nope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
pretty
cool.
good.
So early access for Omni-Man is on the 9th,
That's right.
and then Tremor will be out later this month.